All right, you're welcome back to the show, and many thanks for staying with us. Today, producers of the popular alcoholic beverage Adonko bitters well, the brand, actually, the drink has been recalled from the market. The Food and Drugs Authority issued sanctions against the company for contravening its regulation on sale and advertisement of alcoholic beverages. The producer's Angel Group of companies has also been ordered to pay a fine of 25,000 Ghana cedis after dozens of youth and minors passed out at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi during an Easter Monday concert organized by the company. We'll speak to the FDA, the company, and some consumers. But first, let's go back to the history of this story. Little bit of information, just so you know. The Adonko alcoholic beverage has been banned, and these are some information for you so you can understand. The FDA investigations review criterion for access to concert was solely on condition that each individual purchased a 750 milliliter bottle of the beverage at 10 cedis. 2. The company is accused of contravening the code and sale and advertisement of alcoholic beverages in this country. More information here. The company is also accused of breaching Section 3219 of FDA guidelines for advertisement of food product. And then the guideline states that no alcoholic beverage shall be advertised in relation to a public function where persons under the legal drinking age are likely to attend. More information. The company is further accused of contravening Section 32. Okay, I just went through this already. Of the FDA guidelines for the advertisement of food products, which prohibits the use of well-known personalities in the marketing of alcoholic beverages by engaging Shatawale and Bisakede in the promotion of the program. Okay. FDA has slapped 25,000 fine on them following the initial investigation, and the company's registration and advertisement license has been suspended whilst investigations into the incident continue. The company has been ordered to recall all of its products. And the final information will be the concert organized at the Babayara Sports Stadium with Shatawale and Bisa Kede as guest artists on Easter Monday. Well, those are facts of the issue. 24 hours after the event, photos of teas sprawled on the pitch surfaced on the internet. So that's why we're having this conversation. Now, joining us over the telephone line is James Latte, Head of Communications with the Food and Drugs Authority. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your time here on the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Has the Adonko bitters been banned for real?
Yes, let me put it this way. Like you rightly indicated earlier, what the FDA has done now is to suspend the sale, that is asking them to withdraw their products from the market and then stop all advertisements. Now the FDA will be doing further investigations. And if after the investigation, if nothing is found to be maybe to create any problem, we'll ask them to go back into sale. So this is the issue. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to use the word outright ban.
Okay.
It's a suspension. Yeah.
It's a suspension. So how long do such suspensions usually take?
We cannot tell till we have finished the investigation.
Okay.
That's the point.
But there have been similar. There have been similar issues. How long did they take?
Oh, I remember there's an incident where we had to suspend some products, but in those instances, they were outright banned.
Okay.
There have been other instances where we've asked people to suspend operations of manufacturing some food products, and that was done for about a period of 3 months. After the investigation, they were asked to come back into business.
Okay.
So all will depend on how the investigations go and when. be able to finish.
Okay, if you would just hold on briefly with me, for me. I have in the studio here Moses Onya, also known as Dry Bone. He's president of the Ghana Drunkards Association. You're welcome, Dry Bone. You have some concerns about how the FDA has gone about this issue. Is that correct?
Yes.
What are your concerns?
Our concern is that exactly a year ago, we raised serious health concern on the influx of these alcoholic beverages in the market. But since I think the last 2 years we raised this health concern, the Food and Drug Board has been adamant on this issue. And this is the result of what we've been addressing.
What were the issues you raised?
The issues we raised was, one, you see, the marketing strategy of the alcoholic beverages on our televisions and radio.
Yeah.
And then two, the shows they organize. And three, have the Food and Drug Board been able to test the maturity date of the product before it's being marketed?
What do you mean maturity date?
You know, when you brew any kind of alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages, you need to keep it for some time.
Okay.
For it to mature. And the more alcohol mature, the taster it becomes.
Okay. So yours is with the taste, not necessarily with the quality.
The
taste is the quality.
The taste is the quality.
I see.
And then the advertisement is the regulation of the intake of the alcohol.
Okay. So you raised those issues. What exactly did you want the Food and Drugs Authority to do?
We had wanted them to scrutinize some of these alcoholic company beverages, and then their advertisement, and then their product.
Okay.
You know, we have over 450 companies that are still producing alcohol in Ghana without the license of Food and Drug Board.
I don't know that,
yes.
But we have the Drugs Authority, they can confirm.
Yes, and consumers are taking it, and the advertisement is still going on television, which they are aware.
I see. Mr. Latte, I do have you on the line with me, don't I?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Would you please confirm that there are about 400 alcoholic beverage producers that are producing without licenses from you?
Well, that is interesting. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Now, let me appeal to the gentleman at the studio that, you see, regulation is collective. I'll be very pleased for him to provide FDA with the names, if possible, the locations of the people operating illegally. Okay. And trust me, FDA is going to work on it immediately.
Okay, so, but you don't have any data to that effect?
No, definitely. You see, there's every possibility that you will have one or two people operating without license. I say there's a possibility. If FDA knows about it, definitely we'll take action on it. But we are not aware. If he knows, we'll be very, very grateful for him to assist us with that information, and we'll act on it.
We'll try and get him in touch with you for that. But he also raised concerns about some issues that they've raised previously, about 2 years ago, about regulating the quality and, if you like, how old that these beverage producing companies are, or how, I don't know exactly how to put it.
Go through.
The test.
Yes,
so,
because they don't
longer
properly mature the maturity of the
drink. I mean, how does you'll be able to explain it more clearly?
Let me clarify this. You see, FDA operates with standards. Okay. Let's make that very clear. FDA will not just get up and regulate. We regulate with standards that are set. That's why we have institutions like Standard Authority there. So if there's standard for alcohol production, as in content and things, FDA will regulate with the standard. So if you come and want to register your product, FDA will ensure that you have met that standard.
Okay.
So the point is that, well, they may have a taste, but we'll use a standard. So if there is a standard that is set, FDA will use the standard and make sure that every industry comply with that standard, and that's exactly what we are doing as an institution.
So the standard is what? How long? How long is the maturity?
I can't mention the standard because I don't know the standard.
Because you don't know it at the moment.
Yes.
But do you know, Dry Bone? Do you know?
Yeah, you know, for alcohol beverages to mature, we talk of proper
yes, sir, just a quick one. Just this will be the last.
When we talk
question.
of proper brewing of alcohol, alcohol should mature for at least not less than 6 years.
6 years.
Yes,
okay.
Before it comes into the market. And then you are going to look at the acidic content in the alcohol and the chemicals they've used in mixing with the ethanoic acid.
Okay.
Before bringing it to the market. And the effect it has on the consumer after 6 years.
Okay.
So we have to look at this. And then with this Adonko thing, if it, the reason why Adonko, I don't blame the Adonko.
Well, let me just throw that what you just said to Mr. Latte so that we can let him go. I think he's quite busy in the office at the moment. Mr. Latte.
No, I'm ready. Don't worry.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I am. I'm okay. I'm available.
So let's deal with the issue about the 6 years. Is Adonko old enough to have been able to put alcoholic beverages on the market if we're looking at the 6-year term or the maturity period?
He is actually mentioning the 6 years. I don't know where he has that information from. That's what he's mentioning. But what I'm assuring you is that we regulate with the standard. So if truly it is 6 years, then that's the standard we operate with. If what he's saying, that is it, that is the standard we operate with, because we don't operate in isolation. I hope you get the picture.
I do get the picture. I do get the picture. The only thing that I'm finding difficult to reconcile is the 6 years that he provides, because they are patrons of alcoholic beverages. They drink it into their system, so they are quite worried that they believe that it's 6 years.
I thought it would be helpful if you would ask him where that 6 years information is coming from.
Okay,
that would be very helpful.
But that will be easier for us to determine, sir, if you're able to give us a standard, the FDA standard, so that we could compare.
You see, that is what I'm telling you, that I am not privy to the standard. We have a registration department that handles this. So they have the standard that they operate with. If I knew this question would come up, I'll get that information and bring it out.
So which means we can get back to you for that information.
No problem.
Okay, so let's look at the recall plan for Adonko bitters. What's the plan? We know you've been meeting with the producers. What's the plan for the recall?
We gave the producers a letter yesterday.
Okay.
And gave them that directive. They are supposed to feed us with a plan, which we've not received yet. But what we do is that we will monitor the withdrawal, and it's supposed to be an immediate thing. I have to check from the department if they have officially brought any plan. As of now, I don't think it has, but I don't know whether something of that nature has been brought to their attention. But the point is that when we receive the plan from them, we will do the monitoring. So, for instance, if they indicate that they have supplied this area with this quantity of Adonko bitters, we'll ensure that it is withdrawn. Aside that, our officers will constantly go on the market to confirm the withdrawal of the product. So this is the way we go about our monitoring.
Okay, so it's supposed to be immediate. They should go out there and withdraw immediately.
Yeah,
but then we're not sure how we know for real that those products are off the market.
Yeah. In fact, this morning, I happened to be on air with one of their managers, and he indicated that they are going to do the withdrawal immediately. That's the promise again. Yeah.
Okay. So what then will be your advice for people who like to consume alcohol? Because not everybody will watch the news, will listen, or will monitor the news as it goes. So many people will not be aware. What will be your advice, and what will be the FDA's plan to make people aware that this drink is not for consumption at the moment?
Yes. What we have done, like I indicated, is to give a directive. Now, FDA wants the general public to understand that because of health and safety issues, this directive has been given. And we are expecting the company to comply with the directive by withdrawing the products from the market.
Okay.
Consumers must advise themselves. That is all I can say.
Consumers must advise themselves. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. James Latte is head of communications at the Food and Drugs Authority helping us with that. Let me come to you now. We can wrap up our conversation. Moses Onya, like I said, is aka Dry Bone, is the president of the Ghana Drunkards Association. But I find your name quite interesting. Drunkards Association.
Yes.
Do people take you seriously?
You see, that is the problem we have with the general public. You see, we are a health-seeking organization. So we create awareness. At the same time, we regulate the intakes of alcohol and non-alcohol beverages among the youth.
How do you do that?
Yes, you know, once the name, you know, people don't know the difference between alcoholic and a drunkard.
Okay.
You see, an alcoholic is someone who can't do away with alcohol.
Okay.
And a drunkard, in my context, is someone who takes excess, who drinks excess
alcohol,
non-alcohol and alcoholic drink. Because assuming, as you are here right now, if they give you 4 bottles of Coca-Cola and you drink it excessively,
that will make me a drunkard?
Yes, it will make you get drunk. You behave abnormal.
I won't be drunk if I drink Coke.
Are you sure? If I give you 4 bottles
of Coke, I'll be drunk.
You'll be drunk.
But you did that test when?
You know Coke, there's gas in Coke, right?
Okay.
And when you take 1, look at the reaction in your system, and then 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so your work is to regulate how young people drink both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages.
And then the health risks it poses to the consumer.
Okay.
So we are more or less a non-governmental organization that advocates on behalf of the consumer.
But people have issues with drunkard. It has a negative connotation. So why don't you maybe? I mean, I can give you free consultation. So you could maybe say Alcoholic Patrons Association or something like that. It's more. It's a bit sexy, you know.
First, you need to look at, you know, drawing the general public closer to you, and then people who are really in alcohol, people who drink, you need to get them, and you have to look for a name that
like Chamber of Alcohol Consumers, for instance.
Yes. Also, sometimes when they hear Ghana Drunkards Association, a lot of people every day in day out, I keep receiving calls. I want to join your association.
Oh.
Just because they think when they join, they are going to get drink.
Okay.
Are you getting
it? So it's a strategy.
It's a strategy to draw the consumers closer to us, and then for us to educate them on how to take it.
I see.
You see, that is why I say I don't blame the Adonko beaters. And the suspension the Food and Drug Board is giving them is not necessary.
Why?
Why? Because 1, you see the images I'm seeing, I'm watching on
the young people,
the young guys. You can't. Their investigation. I don't see any Adonko bottles.
Oh, the bottles were there. The bottles were there.
And
the drinks, and they organized them.
Most of them cannot afford the Adonko beaters. You know, when you take the full Adonko beaters, unless of course you've not eaten anything. But if actually you've taken in some food before drinking it, it will not make you pass out this way.
But there were a lot of them. Are you saying that all of them didn't eat?
No. What I'm saying is that they've mixed the bitters with other drinks. Okay. Some of them carry sachet drinks in their pocket.
Okay.
So Adonko bitters alone cannot make one pass out like this. Even if you drink full bottle, it won't make you pass out.
Have you drunk the Adonko bitters?
Of course.
The full bottle?
Not full bottle, but at least
a substantial amount.
A substantial amount I've tasted at least. So I know exactly how it reacts to the system.
Is it an aphrodisiac? Does it make you want to have sex?
No.
No, it doesn't.
You see, alcohol it gives you some sort of excitement.
Okay.
And then most people take in alcohol, maybe 1, they have emotional problems, and 2, they want to relieve some sort of stress, and 3, they want to see it as a source of entertainment for them. You see, so we have a lot of things in this. This youth who pass out, I'm not sure they drank Adonko alone.
You think that they must have mixed it with something else?
Not that they might have, they have mixed it with something else, because some of them carried sachet drinks in their pocket whilst entering into the studio. I was at the concert.
Oh, I see.
I was at the concert, and I actually gathered quite a number of them and I educated them on how to take these Adonko bitters.
I see. So how is the safest way of taking these bitters? Not just Adonko, all the bitters that are on the market.
All these bitters, you know, they are very acidic. From Adonko, Ejapia, and all this, they all contain acid in them. Okay. So if you want to take it, when you are ready to eat, you know, we have our medical team there. I think when we reschedule this discussion again, I'll bring them on board.
You have a medical team?
Yes, we have a medical team.
Okay.
And then...
are they doctors?
Yes.
I see.
We have doctors, laboratory technicians, all in, and then lawyers.
I see.
You see, but you know, the stigmatization on drunkards in this country is high. But if you look at it from down, you know, everybody drinks. Even the president drinks. When they are in a meeting, they drink.
Okay. So, but you're talking about how safe or how to take alcohol or take the bitters safely.
A safe way to take bitters is when you are about to eat. About 10 minutes before your lunch. Is that and the lunch must be this kind of soup. Okay. Kind of food. Kokonte, banku, and all these local dishes. Okay. 10 minutes before you eat, you need to take at least not more than 4 thoughts.
At least not more than 4 thoughts. 10 minutes before you eat.
You eat. Okay. And then after drinking, you have to wait for a while. And then when you finish eating, you don't have to drink water. Okay. And then after drinking, don't drink water. But if you want to drink, before you drink water. Drink more water before you take in that. Before you take in any form of bitters.
Okay, so wait. Before you eat, 10 minutes before you eat, you have to, if you want to drink bitters,
drink water first. You have to drink water first.
Okay.
At least 1 sachet. Okay. Of pure water. And then you take in 4 shots of the bitters. Okay. You wait for 10 minutes and then eat. After eating, you have to wait for some time before
you can drink.
You can drink water, not the drink.
Oh, water. Okay. And then you can't take the drink again. So 4 thoughts a day is okay.
4 thoughts a day is okay. But if you know, we have those who abuses the alcohol. So with them, we advise them that okay, after eating, you have to wait for some time before you drink again. Okay. And then after drinking, you have to eat something small. And then take in more water. Okay. And the water will go into the system to dilute the alcohol.
I see. So why don't you just dilute the alcohol and drink?
Dilute the alcohol and drink in what sense? Because one, you need to feel the taste. You see? I see. You need to feel the taste.
So if you dilute it, you won't feel the taste. So
if you dilute it, you won't feel the taste. This is why, you see, most of them, you see that, I don't know whether Adonko has the product. Most of them bring lime. Okay. Into it.
So if you add lime, it's also a good thing.
It will give you a good taste, and the lime will also reduce the alcoholic content in it.
Okay. So a bit of education here for all of you alcohol lovers. 10 minutes, if you want to drink all of these bitters, the best way to drink is 10 minutes before you eat. And the food must be what? Kokonte?
No, local dishes, kokonte, banku, and any other form of.
So if you, those of us who eat salads and jollof.
No, it's not good.
We shouldn't drink Adonko bitters.
You don't have to drink it. Those of you who eat salad, these oily foods.
They don't do very well with
bitters. They don't
bitters.
do very well with bitters, but they do very well with wine. So after eating your salad, you can have a bottle of beer. Okay,
I see. Let's wrap up this conversation. It's interesting, but we don't have a lot of time to continue. So you are saying that the suspension is unnecessary.
It's unnecessary
because these young people may. It is not. You're not even saying may. It is possible that they.
It's possible that they took in these sachet drinks
and they mixed it up with the drink, and that's why.
If you take up, some time ago, I think about 2 years ago, I drank full sachet of this drink, Adonko.
I see. And what happened to you?
I never passed out. But after some time, when I mixed it with beer, I passed out.
Okay. You mixed Adonko with beer, and then you passed out?
Yes. But after drinking Adonko alone, I never passed.
Okay.
I was okay.
So mixing bitters and stuff is not good.
And stuff is not good. You are killing yourself. And if it is true that the images I'm seeing, they actually drank Adonko and passed out, then the Adonko company must compensate those people.
Adonko bitters.
Yes, the company must compensate them.
Okay.
Huge sum of money, and then be responsible for their health care.
Okay.
They must take them to hospital for checkups and all those things. And after that, they have to compensate the consumer.
Okay. Is the association willing to follow up with this matter and help the young boys?
Yes, we are actually following up. We've been following this matter since last week.
Okay.
And then we consulted our legal team.
Okay.
And then they are actually working on it.
Okay.
So very soon, if our investigation proves that they actually drank Adonko alone, then we will equally take the company on. Okay. But from our investigation, I don't think they took Adonko alone. So we have to look at the other alcohol beverages they added to Adonko.
But it won't be the fault of the company. It will be their fault.
It will be their fault.
Okay.
And then we need to advise them, and that is the punishment they get from abusing alcohol.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming. It's been very interesting having this conversation with you.
Thank
and
you.
When you put together your legal, when your legal team put together your issues, we'll be happy to have a conversation on it as well. Yeah. Okay. I'll be having a conversation with Moses Onya, aka Dry Bone. He likes to be associated more with Dry Bone. He is the president of the Drunkards Association of Ghana. It's been a very interesting conversation. Just don't forget the advice. If you want to drink any of these bitters, he says take them 10 minutes before you eat. And those of you who eat jollof and oily food, the junk food and the salads, yours is beer, not the bitters. So be aware of that as well. Gary Smith, George Addo Jr. actually standing by with sports on the pulse. I'm not drunk at all. I'm still here.